Hello everyone, and welcome to Orange University. On tonight's episode, Temur Ramp. So this is a Temur Ramp deck that I kind of finagled together by a few deck lists, and definitely don't make the mistake that I made by going to untap.gg and copy the top ranking Temur Ramp deck, because that deck, for whatever reason, has 75 cards in the main board and is just a terrible trash deck all around. I don't know, they said it's got 1,000 plays and that's almost 60% win rate. I don't know where they get that number or who was playing that deck, but yeah, that deck is trash. 60 cards deck, that is what we need to have. 75 card deck is just, no, don't do that. All right, so this is the 60 card version that I kind of finagled together, and the idea of this deck is that we got a lot of ramp cards, and those ramp cards can help us ramp into things like Roxanne for extra damage, but more importantly, ramp into a Doppelgang. A Doppelgang that can copy our Roxanne's Meterorite and then deal a bunch of damage to our opponent, or copy Invasion of Arcavos and get a bunch of sideboard cards out. You can also copy Ancient Cornucopias, then we can gain a boatload of life. So this whole deck's idea is to try to ramp into that, which I think at this current metagame, or current standard metagame, you probably are thinking, how do you do that? How do you not die to just super aggressive play? Well, the rest of the deck is there to try to handle that super aggressive play. So let's talk about the deck list. In the early game, we're going to have 4 Torch the Tower. Unfortunately, there's no Lightning Bolt that we can use to deal 3 damage. I'm okay with a Lightning Bolt that does 3 damage to only opponent's creatures, but that doesn't exist. So we have to run Torch the Tower. It has a Bargain, which we can then deal 3 damage, but most of the time, we're going to use it to deal 2 damage. We also have Pick Your Poison, which make our opponent sacrifice an artifact, an enchantment, or a creature with flying. So against Boros tokens, we can choose their Forge, or make them choose their, the other thing, the Caretaker's Talon. And against Mono Red, the Fling decks, we can make them choose their Slick Shot. So this card is pretty useful in the current metagame. But don't forget, it's a sorcery. I almost forgot that as I'm playing it. It's a sorcery. You don't get to interact with your opponent on their turn. You have to play on your turn. On their turn, though, we got 2 Fires of Victory to deal damage, kill their creatures, and then 2 Terra Thunder to destroy their artifact or enchantment. Now, the kicker is black, and we have no swamps in the deck, but that's okay, because in 3-drop, we have 4 Ancient Cornucopia to get us any mana that we want, and also gaining life while playing spells. We also have 3 Clifftop Lookout to get extra lands from our deck, basically by ramping. On turn 3, it's not great, but these are the kind of the ramp we have to live with. And we have 4 Ill-Time Explosion, usually just card draw. We don't have to discard, but you can definitely discard for a board wipe. And then we have 3 Dreamdew Entrancer. Now this card is kind of weird, because what we're going to do is pay 4 to draw 2 cards. And that's it. It's not going to do anything else. Pay 4, draw 2 cards. But after 3 turns, the Stun Cutter goes away, and then we can start attacking with this. But if we do have a Lookout in play, then we can just tap our Lookout, and then our Dreamdew Entrancer will be the one that's untapped. And we don't really care if a Lookout is stunned, because it's a 1-2, who cares? Then we go to the 5-drop. We have 1 Invasion of Arcavos and 4 Roxanne Starfall Savant. Now, I think Invasion of Arcavos is going to be a very good card, because we can just slam it on turn 5 and then get Doppelgang from our deck or from our sideboard, and then we can just keep using Doppelgang to copy Invasion, and we can keep getting every card back, because Invasion actually lets us fetch cards from our graveyard. Doppelgang's gonna go in the graveyard, we get it back into our hand, and then copy Invasion again over and over. That does require us to have 8 mana, because if you have 8 mana, that's X equals 2, so you can target Invasion of Arcavos and target something else and actually get value out of it. But 8 mana isn't that hard in a deck like this, because Cornicopias are land or our mana. Clifftop Lookout give us extra mana. The Roxanne Meteorites give it extra mana, so we'll get to 8 very quickly. We also have 2 Hornlock Whale, which is technically another 2-drop to interact with our opponent's attacker, but we can make it as a 6/6 creature to attack our opponents with. We also have 2 Bonny Pall, Clearcutter, which can also bring in Boo, the Blue Ox. But it's a 6/5. More importantly, whenever we attack, we're going to draw a card and put a land from our graveyard into play. The best thing about this is it doesn't say he has to attack, or she, I'm not sure. Bonny Pall sounds like a he. But we can attack with whatever we have on board as soon as we slam Bonny Pall, and then our attacker will actually trigger the draw anyways. So yeah, that's kind of the whole idea of the deck. And then we have a lot of fast, or not a lot of fast ramps, but we have a lot of ramp in the deck and we want to get a lot of lands out. So we actually have 26 lands total in the deck. And we have 2 islands, 3 mountains, 2 forests, and 4 Fabled Passage for the monocolored package. Then we have 5 of each of the dual colors. So for blue-red, we have 2 Shivan Reef, 2 Spire Above Canal, and 1 Thundering Fall. For red-green, we have 1 Commercial District and 4 Copperline Gorge. For green-blue, we have 2 Hedge Maze, 1 Restless Vinestalk, and 2 Yavimaya Coast. The reason why we have more in the fast lands in red-green is because a lot of times we need to torch the tower, Fires of Victory, Tear Asunder, or pick your poison in the early game. So the green is going to matter a lot more. The red-green, rather, I should say, is going to matter a lot more in the early game. And then the blue matters a little bit less, so we have more slower lands in blue than we have in red. Alright, and then we have the sideboards. So the sideboards, we're going to have 1 3 steps ahead, 1 negate, 1 step between world, 1 season of weaving, 1 Titania's command, 1 robbery, and 1 doppelgang to kind of flesh out the rest of the sideboard. We have a doppelgang main board. We also have a doppelgang on the sideboard so that Arcavos can choose where to get it. And then once we get to copy Arcavos twice, right? So if you get to pay X into 2 for doppelgang, you copy Arcavos twice. That means that 2 Arcavos come into play. 1 is going to target doppelgang in your graveyard and put that back to your hand. The other one can get whatever we want from the sideboard, and you see that we have counter spells in the sideboard. We got a recycle in the sideboard, so we never deck out. Well, we won't deck out before our opponent. We got Season of Weaving to mass bounce everything and keep all of our tokens still in play. We got Titania's command to exile our opponent's graveyard, and if our opponent is some sort of pesky long-term control deck that we can't really fight through, we can rob them. So yeah, we will win with any of these kind of strategies. That's really all I have for the deck. Now let's go into the games. Alright, our opponent is Xanthus. Sure. Xanthus it is. Hey, we're gonna go first. 3 lands, but nothing really great on these 3 lands. I'm gonna try it. Guess we'll start with the Commercial District, do we? Does turn green live, and I don't think they're going to be mono red with this sleeve. Who knows? Damnation. Cool sleeves. Are you a cool player? Yavimaya Coast. I can go. I have a lot of lands in this deck. We'll hit more. Or not. And well, I'll just cry, but Torch the Tower is a weird card. I got a bargain for it to deal 3 damage. I think there are already 1 mana red spells that can deal 3 damage. I guess probably not an instance. Still. White. Okay. Copperline Gorge. I wonder how this is going to play out. Are they mono white control? Actually, no 2 blues, huh? That's sad face. Maybe the Roxanne, the Meteor will get us the 2 blues. And Gobakon. Well, what are you going to invade? I would probably take the Roxanne. Nothing else really is that good here. Yeah. Oh, it's a good draw. That is a good draw. So, let's get our Cornicopia on. That would have been a great card for them to take, but I draw it. Another invasion. Now what are they going to take? Can't actually put the... well, I can tap the Entrancer, right? That still draws me 2 cards. I think that's pretty good. So... we'll gain a life. We get 3 stun counters. Basically, this guy's never untapping. And what can we get against this deck? Season of Weaving? That's not great. Titania's Command? Robbery? Robbery would be pretty good, but I think a Doppelgang will kind of stop a lot of things happening anyways. Double Mirrors! So that'd be kind of annoying. Metropolis Reformer. Hey, how's it going? Reminds me of a deck that I was playing. Okay, I don't think I'm going to torch this, to be fair. Let's go to my turn. I can thin out the deck a little bit. Not that it will change anything. How much mana do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This will be 6. So, yeah, I don't think it'll change anything here. Do I just hold up a Terra Thunder? Or do I want an Ill-Time Explosion just to draw 2 cards? It's really not that bad. What do I get out of it? If I draw 2 cards here, what do I get out of this? Because how do I kill the Metropolis Reformer next turn? I'll have to Terra Thunder it next turn? I don't like that. It's gonna go for the invasion of Gobakan. That's fine. You go for it. Not going to play anything, huh? Interesting. I am going to tear your invasion of Thunder, or tear the Reformer of Thunder. I'll just tear the Reformer. I think he wants to counter this. I think it will make sense for him to counter it. He didn't do it. He wants to counter my next play. Or he wants to play a Mirrex token. Obviously, I'm not going to let him. Well, I don't get to stop him, but I'm going to play something that demands a response. And that should do something. I need another blue. We'll go to my turn. Alright, down to 1. But now I can Roxanne him. If he wants to counter the Roxanne, he does not get the Mirrex token. So, that's something. He doesn't counter the Roxanne, so I get to have a Meteorite. Now, of course, he can make a Mirrex and then attack with the invasion. Attack into the invasion of Gobakan. I guess that's something? Sunfall. Okay. Well, still can't attack with anything, but Sunfall's pretty annoying, right? I will give him that. So what do I want on the sideboard here that's gonna matter? Doppelgang? I don't have enough mana for Doppelgang. Season of Weaving? Also not one that I really care to play against this deck. They have a lot of tokens. So bouncing his Gobakan definitely doesn't make my life easier. 3 steps ahead forces him to have a counterspell, but then what do I do with the invasion? Basically never triggering. So maybe I just take a Doppelgang, right? I have 1 of each mana, so I can do it like this. Sideboard, please. Let me get myself a Doppelgang. He's not going to do anything. I will do something. Let's get myself a mountain. I actually don't have any more forests. Oh, it's forest in my hand. Yeah, of course. He's gonna have to try to do something. I think. Guess not really, because he can just Mirrex and attack with a 2/2 and a Mirrex token. Maybe that's what he's trying to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, we got a Roxanne. Maybe he'll Sunfall the Roxanne. But if he doesn't, it would be pretty good for us. So this kind of forces something of a play, right? Get lost on the Roxanne. Yeah, it's annoying, but it's fine. I still get to deal the 2 damage. Alright, let's see. How much mana do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's 3 things next turn. which means I can do this right now for Ill-Time Explosion. Just have more cards. Seems pretty nice to draw more cards. I'm not gonna discard. Now you go. What? Why didn't I get to kill it? That's weird. Right? I didn't get any activation to kill this for whatever reason. I think they've seen the torch, right? Maybe they haven't. Temporary lockdown? Oh no, my meteorites. Right, so I don't get to copy 3 things. I get to copy 2 things twice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I get to copy 2 things twice, or I could just play stuff. Bonny Pall's pretty cool. No, not right now. I don't get to attack with Bonny Pall, so... What does he have? 1, 2, 3. His temporary lockdown just has 2 Invasion of Gobakon in there. So this draws me 2 cards. Or I can copy the Invasion. I want to copy the Invasion. The funny thing about copying an Invasion is that I get the Doppelgang back. Let's take 1 from our graveyard. Let's get the Doppelgang. Let's take 1 from our sideboard. And we have a negate. I could have taken a 3-step, honestly. I thought I had 2 mana, but I actually have 3 mana open. This is game over. I don't think our opponent is able to kind of curve out on this, because the amount of copy that we can make is just ludicrous. I don't want that. I just want to get all the lands out as much as possible. So I think he has a counter spell. So let's not play into that counter spell. The pseudo counter spell, right? Let's Dreamdew Entrancer. We'll gain 3 life. And we'll draw 2 cards. Those are some cards. Does white have a destroy all artifacts? I don't think so. Let's play another Cornicopia then. Alright, I think he's gonna make the Mirrex tokens. The question is, do I want to Ill-Time Explosion here? I guess I do. I want to draw more cards. I'm not gonna discard anything though. So then we'll end the turn. There's a Mirrex token. It's something. I don't want to waste my whale on this. Alright, are they going to stop a Roxanne? There's a lot of damage. Roxanne is a lot of damage. I have so much life here. I'm playing EDH, I have 46 life. Do we kill this? Do we kill the Invasion? I kill this, they sack it to draw a card. I still think I kill this though. Alright, he lets it die. He didn't sack it to draw a card, which is kind of weird. But let's Hedge Maze it up. What is our next draw? Do I take a land? I guess I'll take a land. Doesn't hurt too much. I also have a negate, so I can stop a spell that's not a creature. I cannot stop a creature, which is the Aven Interrupter. Final Showdown. Alright, all creatures loses all ability until the end of turn and destroy all creatures. What does he destroy? Roxanne and the Dreamdew Entrancer? Do I really care about that? I don't think I do. He knows I have a negate, but I'm not using it down on the Final Showdown. If he does nothing, I'll get him with a whale. Does he let the whale go? That's a pretty big creature right there. He lets the whale go. What can I bring back? You can bring back Fabled Passage, or I'll have Yavimaya Coast. I guess I'll do that, but if I attack, would he interact with it at all? Getting this just gets a creature that gets Sunfalled. I don't know if that's necessarily a good idea. So force him to use 3. 1, 2, 3 plus a Fountain Pour. Then you have 3 mana open. He can still do something. But I guess we gotta do it right now. It's gonna make that fish. Make the block. Okay, so he's probably gonna Aven Interrupter here. I'm only gonna copy 3 things. I'm gonna copy the Invasion, Meteorite, and I'm gonna copy one of his lands. Probably the Mirrex, right? The Mirrex pushes lethal faster. The Fountain Pour helps me draw cards. 30 cards, I can draw more cards. Oh, he's letting that go. So 1, 2, 3. I guess he didn't really have a chance to stop it either way. Search our well, first of all, I want my graveyard so that I can get the Doppelgang back in my hand. Then I want a sideboard because I want the counterspell in my hand. And then let's go to the sideboard again because I want to have the robbery in my hand. Now we can have this. Doubles all of my spells. I have Fountain Pour. Oh man, this. How many cards do you have left? 41? I'm gonna take all your cards. You wanna Sunfall this? I'd be honored. Node Witness. You know what? You kill my whale. It's fine, you can kill my whale. Get lost on the invocation. How much mana do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I can steal 9 cards from him twice. Right? It's all my mana? Yeah, that seems fun. Ah, GG! You didn't want me to steal all of your deck, did you? Alright, we finally face a control that we can out-control. Alright, our opponent is... I think that's his ping. But our opponent can't spell, so he just slammed his head on the keyboard. We're gonna go first. We got Hornlock Whale into Ill-Time Explosion. This is gonna take a while. But we're gonna have to make do. We'll Fable for a green, probably. Or white. They're white. I do feel the ping right now. Guess we'll Fable for a green. Right, I don't have a green that's pingless. Pick your poison. If they're mono white again. No, they're Boros. Is that Boros deck? Alright, against that Boros deck, I just hope I hit my 4th land. They're gonna Helix me? No, wait. Oh, okay, they got the 1/1. Or not the 1/1, the Virtue 2/2. They didn't do it. That's probably a Helix in their hand. Mirrex into a Forge. What the? Oh, it's a sorcery. Do I want to whale this? Is it worth it to whale it? Probably not. It's just 1 damage. Cornucopia is real good. Even though I missed a land drop here. I can still do this. Sacrifice an artifact. I'll gain that 1 life back. There we go. He's got nothing? That makes me kind of happy. I want to draw 2 cards. Hopefully hit a land. Yes. Don't want to miss my land drops, right? And this creature eventually will get somewhere. I know it's not getting anywhere anytime soon, but, you know, I don't want to miss a land drop. And now I can have Roxanne out. Do I want another Bonny Pall? I want to hit more lands. Bonny Pall is not even that good of a card. It's great in a lot of matchups, but I'm not sure about this matchup. And our opponent, you know, he's got the Forge destroyed. I wonder if he was hoping to win with the Forge. That's definitely the card he drew, because he didn't play a land last turn. So now the question is, what do I do, right? Do I want to Roxanne here? Just dice to a Lightning Helix, which he definitely does have. I don't know if I want to just Roxanne into nothing. I think it might be better to Cornicopia here. That gives me 3 mana. I can't do anything with 3 mana, right? Ill-Time Explosion is 4 mana, but I'm probably going to do this. Right? Yeah. Right. Not the bestest play, but it is a play that I'm going to make. Getting more mana on board is always going to help. Yeah, I knew it. See, if I Roxanne, I would get Lightning Helix in the face. I wouldn't have gotten Lightning Helix to the face. She would have tanked the Lightning Helix to the face. Now, do I Roxanne? I can also Ill-Time Explosion, which is kind of wild. But this is a waste of damage. The 2 damage doesn't go anywhere. If I Bonny Pall, I still can't attack, so I don't want to Bonny Pall this turn. Do I just hold back and play a whale? Probably not, right? Roxanne is a pretty good card. And it demands an answer, which means he can't Mirrors. So yeah, I think that's worth it. Does he want to play the Mirrors in response? He does not. If he doesn't play the Mirrors in response, or if he doesn't play Lightning Helix in response and just use the Mirrors, I will just hold up the Terra Thunder. Sunfall here. Sunfall, his creature and my creature. Is there any reason to hold up this mana? Probably not. Roxanne goes bye-bye. He gets a 3/3, which, I mean, it's a card. We get to get a land, and then we Ill-Time Explosion. That's not too bad. Oh, wait, no. That was a mistake. I could have gained an extra life. Oh, that was just a land right there. So now we Explosion for a card draw. Don't think I need to kill anything immediately, right? And Explosion for a card draw is pretty useful too. So I'm going to draw 2 cards. Decline. Did I play a land yet? I did not play a land. If I drop a land right now, I have Terra Thunder live. And I have the Whale live. Do I have a land in the graveyard? I have a Fable. Forge. Let's get rid of that Forge. It's a pretty annoying Forge. Let's get it gone. Would you like to attack with a 3/3? You would. Did you think a 3/3 was going to go through all of the Ancient Cornucopias? Alright, well, that's not what I wanted to play. Bonny Pall, your time to shine. Probably another Sunfall in our horizon here. But this attack should be able to give me I draw a card and get a Fable. Cool. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 mana. Not enough for anything. It is another Sunfall. I don't get to stop any of this, do I? No. Plenty of sunfalls to go around for our opponent. I don't think it matters what kind of lands I get. I have all the mana. I have all the mana spread too, so... Do I have 2 blue? I do have 2 blue, so just get a mountain. Hedge Maze. Cool, I want that card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's, for 11 mana, I get to copy 3 things. So what am I copying here? A Mirrex, a Maze, and a Cornucopia. That's not too bad, right? We'll get a Mirrex here, we'll get a Maze here, and we get a Cornucopia to gain life. We get 3 mazes. We get to scry. I already know what was going to be on top. I don't know why I tried to scry. The surveil is pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now we can just play a whale, right? If he attacks me for 4, do I really care? Come on, I said pass turn. Ow! I guess that hurts. Good luck with whatever it is you wanted to do. We're gonna hit you for a lot more. Thanks for all the Mirrex. Sure. Attack me for 4. Man, I have 5 Cornucopias. Every spell I play is 5 life. Actually, at least 5 life. I don't have Eldrazi's in the deck. And Ill-Time Explosion is 10 life. It's got 3 mana. He can't even interact with the whale, right? It's Ward 2. So, let's go for the explosion. Always draw first, I guess. That is unfortunate. 2 lands. I went from having a lot of value to now having absolutely no value. 1, 2, 3 for 1 Mirrex. 1, 2, 3 for 1 Mirrex. 1, 2, 3 for 1 Mirrex. I have a lot of mana for Mirrex, which means I can probably play the Copperline Gorge. And I will. He can't Mirrex right now. Demolition Field. Which Mirrex would you like to kill? Get lost. Yeah, you pay for those. You pay for all of those. Alright, we'll get to use that map token to its advantage. 4. You got it. Good luck trying to deal 4 damage a turn. Ah, no. Alright, Auto Tapper really got us. It chose to tap a Mirrex of all the lands I have open. I don't know what to say. I don't need any more Cornucopias, obviously. What else don't I need? Also don't need a Lookout. And now we can Fabled Passage for something. Let's go for 4 damage. Elspeth Smite? Sure. Good luck. Another Elspeth Smite? Yeah. You got that going. Yeah, you showed me. Alright, gotta be very careful. I don't know why it tapped my Mirrex the way it did. Alright, it tries to kill 1, so... That was absolutely the auto-tapper trying to get me killed here. Do I even have? I do have a lot of basics, so I'm fine. Four damage, oh no! Alright, let's thin out the deck some more, not that it matters. Every time you thin out the deck, you draw more lands. One, two. Absolutely barbaric. Get another 1/1. Then we make another 1/1. Might as well be another land, right? Let's go for the attack. It's gonna take the 3. Cool. It's gonna try to sunfall me probably, but not like I can do anything about it. Jeff Bezos. He gets a treasure, but he does not get a card. It's probably the most important thing that he doesn't get a card. I have 26 cards left in the deck. I wish they had a fountain port I can copy, honestly. I would have been so far ahead if I were able to copy a fountain port there. Oh, well. Do I attack first and try to deal 4 damage to the board? If I attack, he blocks 3. I have 2 left, and he has nothing. Let's just attack first. Alright, Bees is coming in for a block. It will die. Well, my creatures will die. His creatures won't. But he does have 5 poison now. That's kind of fun. And you draw 2 cards and gain 10 life. Jesus. That's a lot. Do I want to deal 5 damage to the board here? Do I really care about that? I kind of just want another Roxanne, right? Alright, you know what? I'll pass turn. Not even going to do anything. Good luck. So many Roxannes. Unfortunately, I think my invasion's way on the bottom. But that doesn't matter, because I can invasion into a Doppelgang. He is attacking with Beza? I guess he has another Beza. But it's not going to give him anything other than life, which the Toxic will get him before anything else. Temporary Lockdown. Well, he's going to get my Meteorite, unfortunately. Let's tap this for a mana. What else did you get on his side? Oh, his treasure. Haha, sucker. Carrot cake? Cool. I don't like it, but it happened. You gonna scry? To the bottom, you say. Wait, no, let's pass to end first. Oh, almost. Too trusting of the auto tapper. Merrick's token number 1. Merrick's token number 2. And we draw another land. What do you know? Well, okay. I'm not drawing any other cards, so let's surveil and try a little bit. Oh, wow, okay. Fires. Is Fires fine? I think Fires is fine. So, I'll only be able to deal 4 damage with Fires. Or, unless I don't play anything this turn. Then I'll be able to deal 5 damage. How relevant is that? I guess, let's just trade for the 1/1s. Like, he's not killing me with damage in the near future. Jeff Bezos coming in again. Oh no, we're at 30. So little life. We're almost dead. We still have a Doppelgang in... No, wait. That was Doppelgang in our deck. We only have one Doppelgang left in... What was I gonna say? Yeah, we only have one Doppelgang in the sideboard. But we'll get it with Invasion, so that should be fine. Tear of Thunder. Oh, not really relevant here. But again, we're gonna out-control them in that slow grind. They want to Mirrex us. Well, good luck with that. They might be able to get there, you know, if we don't have anything. A Sunfall. The sun does fall on us. Again and again and again. Dude. You don't have a map token, why would you do that? GG. Alright, they got way locked out of control. Locked out by the control, and they felt the pain. Alright, our opponent is Mech Code Warrior. Whatever that means. And our opponent also goes first. Again, these kind of hands are really tricky because it's not a bad hand because we got removal. But we got two Cornucopias and no green source. Am I going to draw a green source? We'll find out. Oh. God damn it. Why is every deck either an aggro or a stupid Boros token deck? I swear. Every deck I play is Boros token now. I hate to play against that deck so much. It's just... And this time, I don't actually have all the removal I want, unfortunately. So... I got Torch. I don't think Torch is that good against their deck. Okay, at least we get a turn off. If I get a Pick Your Poison... That doesn't even work because they have Carrot Cake, right? Yeah, I need Tear of Thunder. They got 2 mana. They want to do something. Just another Carrot Cake? Okay. Carrot Cake for days. Yeah, let's go to my turn. Yavimaya Coast. Cornucopia. Like, their deck has a lot of values with the Caretaker's Talon. But outside of that, we just gotta handle the Forge. I feel like that's the scariest card. Let's get another Cornucopia down. Really? Sure. Oh, they like that one card. To the top, you say? Well, we had a good run, but did I draw anything that's not a land? Ancient Cornucopia? No, I had those two as an opener. Yeah, they got their Caretaker's Talents. So might as well be game over now. If he tries to copy, I will kill it. What is he trying to copy? Regular Torch. We'll gain a 2 life. Whale. We'll probably just get Sunfall here. Bonny Pall's not bad, right? But to be fair, do I want to Whale at the end of turn so that I can Bonny Pall and draw a card? That probably will be better. I can still Torch. That's still a viable option here. What I cannot do is whale and then play the whale. Like, play the instant of the whale and then play the whale, because that costs 8 mana. And I don't have 8 mana. And also I don't want to do that because if you just sack the creature with the Fountain Port, I lose all abilities. So what else does he want to do? He plays nothing. I play a whale. So he dealt 2 damage. I'm going to gain 2 life. It would be as though it never happened. Ooh, Arcavos. Not having the sideboard that matters here. Doppelgang is obviously a good card, but I need to have how many mana? So I need X to be 2, right? X would be 2, that would be 6, 7, 8. I need 8 mana for Doppelgang to matter with Invasion. Do I have 8 mana here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 8. Technically, that could work. Will he be able to kill Bonny Pall? He might have a removal for Bonny Pall, right? He might have a removal for Invasion as well, so if I Invasion him, I get to then attack it down with the Hornlock Whale. You know, that's not too bad. This does 3 damage to creature or planeswalker. So I like to have more mana. Helps me make more decisions. Let's go on a sideboard and we'll get our Doppelgang. Can't really kill. I mean, he can kill the whale. I'm trying to do the math here, right, jerk? I'm actually kind of happy I did not turn the invasions off yet, because the whole plan is Doppelgang the invasion, and if it's off, then I can't do it, right? So, Virtue of Loyalty. He draws a card. You draw a card for your Caretaker's Talent. Hey, that's pretty fire. I command you for... I don't command you for that. Alright, we can Cornicopia and copy this. And then we get the Doppelgang back along with the Terra Thunder. And then good luck to our opponent for whatever he wants to do, because he's gonna get tear into by our deck. For real, though. Another Fountain Pour? Does he want to 5 mana play the Virtue here? I'll even highlight it for him. It's a good card. Unfortunately for him, I have better cards. Maybe he wants to kill the whale first. Get lost. Are you gonna pay 4 to kill the whale? Oh, he think I want the torch. I mean, he think I wants to kill the invasion. Unfortunately for him, that's not exactly my plan. Alright, you got it. Don't even want to take this too, so let's just bargain this. Or, not bargain, let's just kill this. Yeah, that looks like it hurts. Let's copy the invasion. We'll copy the Cornucopia. Yeah, copy the Cornucopia here. We'll gain 4 life. Get a card from our graveyard, which is that Doppelgang that went away. We also get a card from our library, and that happens to be a Terra Thunder. Alright, now we can tear the Caretaker's Talent before he does anything else. We gain 2 more life from that. There. Now you've got no talent, You know Talon Hack? Good luck. We can do this all day. Virtue of Loyalty. Our opponent just doesn't learn. Alright, you dealt 3 damage to us. And those are 2/2s. It's pretty scary. Alright, what do we even have to destroy all creatures on board here? Not really anything, but 2/2s aren't that scary, to be fair. So, do I have enough for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? I can copy something 3 times. Alright, let's copy this. Copy the Cornucopia. That's 3 Cornucopias. What else do we copy? Do we copy the 1/1 3 times? Yeah, why not? We want to have a board, right? I'll gain 12 life. Let's get a card from our graveyard. Doppelgang. Get another card from our graveyard. Terra Thunder. Let's get a card from our graveyard. Let's get a torch. Ah, you're asleep. I'm sorry. Are you bored? You must be bored. Maybe you should stop playing that dumb deck and play a real deck. Why don't you attack us? Show us how it's done. Oh, 25. That hurts. It hurts so much. Oh, a Sunfall. What a brilliant strategy. Let's do this again, right? Yeah, we can totally do this again. This time I can copy 4 things. So let's copy the Invasion. We'll copy your... we'll copy the Cornucopia. We'll copy... another Cornucopia? It's too much life, honestly. I'm kind of scared. We'll copy a Fountain Pour. And we'll copy a Sunken Citadel, why not? It's gonna give us a lot of mana. Alright, let's put it on... put 1 on blue. Put 1 on red. Put 1 on green. And just for the heck of it, put 1 on black. Search our graveyard. Doppelgang. Search our graveyard. Terra Thunder. Search our graveyard. Torch. Search our sideboard for... let's just say we're gonna rob them. Alright, let's play 1 Pick Your Poison. Sacrificing and... I can play the Cornucopia. Do I need to? Sack an artifact? You got 1. Aw, were you bored? Are you asleep? Mic drop. This is what you get for playing that stupid deck, alright? I hate that deck and I don't like you for playing it. Huh? Opponent? Were you salty? Did you salty quit Mech Code Warrior? Is it because you net decked this Boros token deck and everyone told you that was fire and you thought that was the best deck ever? Now you're getting stomped by the jankiest, weirdest Doppelgang combo ever? I'm happy. I love this Invasion of Arcavos Doppelgang combo because that's infinite. That's just an infinite recycling and synergy. And then this card right here also makes it so we almost never run out of cards. At least not before our opponent. Our Titania's Command makes sure our opponent has no graveyard while we have a graveyard to shuffle back, and then they'll cry. They'll cry in their corner somewhere. So yeah, we're just gonna say goodbye to them. We'll yell at them some more. Scream at them with our music, and then say the GG. What a loser. Yeah, these kind of players are the worst kind of player because they net deck a deck they don't know how to play. They are terrible at it, but somehow they get wins because they get the highest win rate because our opponent does, or not opponent, but our wizard does not know how to design cards anymore. And then whenever they lose 1 game, they're gonna salty rage quit like this. not even a game that they ever deserve to win, because they just let the invasion of Arcavos happen, and the invasion of Arcavos with Doppelgang will overwhelm them, and they're not going to get our life point anytime soon. We're 43, right? We have higher life than commanders. So Carrot Cake is a terrible card in decks like this, I think. I'm pretty sure a lot of people will disagree. I think Carrot Cake, it's a 2-mana 1/1, right? Why would you ever play a card like that? You wouldn't. And the whole idea is Carrot Cake does well with Caretaker's Talent, because you make a 1/1 and then you draw a card, and then you can sack it to make another 1/1 and draw another card. But honestly, there are a lot of cards that can do that, and I think Caretaker's Talent is already good enough with synergies like the Fountain Port and Murex. So you don't need this kind of crazy addition. That's how I feel. Also, our opponent's already not even in the game, and they somehow still refuse to quit. This is not a wizard design issue. This is a arena coding issue. Come on. If they rope out after 4 dots of 4 timers, they should not still be allowed in the game. They should just explode. This is a ladder game. This is not a tournament game, right? There should be different rules for tournaments, but on ladder, this kind of toxic playstyle needs to go, right? Like, yeah, you lost. Stop wasting everyone's time. I know our opponent's not even there, but Arena won't let them drop. So I have to sit here until the timer goes away, and then his face will explode. The game is already over. I don't think there's any way for him to come back no matter what card he has in his hand. The best thing about this is the card that I was talking about that needed to not get rotated, Farewell, would actually blow up my board, right? It would hurt me a lot, but he doesn't have it. So, goodbye. Explode, explode, explode. There you go. Goodbye, loser. Welcome back, everyone. Now that you've seen those games, how does this feel? I think I won 3 games out of 6 games I played, so it's about a 50% win rate. The games I lost, all 3 of them against Mono Black, and they were on the go, They were on the play, and they had discard card after discard card after discard card. So by turn 3, I had no cards left in my hand, and I couldn't play this game out. So it's frustrating against discard, but that's kind of what happened if you don't get to go first. And a lot of those games where I draw Torch the Tower or Pick Your Poison against Black, it's pointless. They don't do anything. But they're not that prevalent in the metagame. There are a lot more stupid Boros decks that I absolutely stomped on. That makes me kind of happy, right? I'm always happy if I can stomp on Mono Red and I can stomp on Boros Token, because those are the 2 decks I dislike the most in the current standard, because they really de-incentivize any sort of creativity in deck construction, because now you just have to have aggressive or counter against aggressive play and counter against enchantments and artifacts, and that really limits what else we can put in the deck. But this deck definitely can do it. You saw how crazy Doppelgang was with the invasion of Arcavos. So much so that I'm starting to think maybe 4 Roxannes is not necessary. Maybe we can go down to 3 Roxanne and have 2 invasion. I think that'll be fine. Invasion is so good. Invasion with Doppelgang is almost just a game over for almost any deck that doesn't run blue. If they cannot interact with this, they will die. And if they try to kill us, the Cornicopia underneath the Doppelgang will definitely stop that from happening, because every time we Doppelgang the Cornicopia, we get an extra Cornicopia, and then each Doppelgang gives us 2 life for each Cornicopia in play. So you see at the end, in that last game, we were gaining like 12, 14, 16 life every time we played Doppelgang in a turn. And there's no way our opponent can burst through that. Meanwhile, we're getting Invasion of Arcavos and just fetching cards from our sideboard, from our graveyard, and it's just non-stop goodness. Alright, so yeah, I don't even know how to kind of talk out of this deck. It's so amazing. But I do think there is a better version out there that I'm going to try to figure out, which is, what if we cut all the red out and we just play Simic Ramp? Simic Ramp with Ancient Cornucopia, and then other color instants and sorceries in the sideboard. Things like Sunfall, things that we might need to counter a wide board that Simic can't handle, because a lot of times I don't think the red color mattered as much, because most of the cases the red mana is just there for us to have removal. But we can use Simic's Bounce and just stall our opponent while we get a huge mana advantage with our ramp. That might still work, right? That's going to be in the works. But right now, Temur Ramp, delicious, overwhelming advantage against Boros tokens, against most control deck that doesn't counter. And of course, if our opponent plays a lot of counter spells, it's really about how we pace out our threats. that's all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.